Another cuter talent exclusive. Tell me y'all, man. Coming for the top spot.
Yeah. I'm going to the top spot.
Welcome back to another episode of Let Me Holla At You. It's your boy Sundance. I'm here with Mac, Toucans, E. Diddy, and Dula. And it's day 4900 of quarantine.
Where we going through?
We just got some things we want to talk about. I'm going to start off with the question today, man. If you had 2 tickets to any sporting event, which one would you go to, and why? Toucans, go ahead.
Oh man, 2 tickets to any sporting event. I mean, I would have to say the national championship. You know, the college football playoff. Only if of course, them dogs was in it. I would love to go see that, no matter where it was. And then, honestly, man, I mean, any Super Bowl. Yeah, I would think that'd be a pretty crazy atmosphere. So I would love to go see anybody playing the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Mac.
All right. For me, I want to. Well, besides the normal Super Bowl, if the Steelers win, I don't want to go to any Super Bowl without the Steelers in there. But besides that, if I had 2 tickets, I would go to the Summer Olympics, wherever it's going to be at. You know what I'm saying? You get because look, you've like now. You know me. I want the best bang for my buck. You can give me 2 tickets. I'm going to get all the sporting events in that I can. You can go see boxing. You can see basketball. You can see wrestling, Greco style or whatever wrestling. This is a different experience, and it'll get me outside the country.
Okay, all right. E. Diddy.
Mine would be the soccer finals,
like the World Cup.
World Cup deal. Okay.
Like the World Cup.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I would like to be, because I don't know a lot about soccer, but I would like to learn a little bit more.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My second would be Sepak Takraw.
I've heard of that. What is that?
It's actually a mix between soccer and tennis. You have a net. The guy serves the ball, but he can only he can't use his hands. He got to use knees, feet, whatever it might be, and to ground it back over on the other side of the net. So it's a mixture between that, and that's in Indonesia and Thailand.
Okay.
I would love to see that.
All right. Dula.
I'm a piggyback off Diddy. I definitely want to go to the World Cup. I think we got the World Series here, we got the Super Bowl, we got the NBA championship, we got the college ones, but I would love to go to the World Cup, because I think that's like the whole world encompassing. International. And then, just being able to kind of be there and be around a lot of people who pretty much got the same idea in mind as you, just going out to celebrate, have a good time. I really wouldn't care what team or what, probably.
Squad.
But yeah, I wouldn't care what team. And then my other one, I probably would caveat. It's a toss up between the Super Bowl and I would say maybe like the national championship, because I feel like I wouldn't really have a good time at a World Series or definitely at a hockey championship game, but something soccer, football, or basketball, I could get down with either one of those.
That's what's up.
As long as they black,
Okay. Yeah. All right. Me myself, I'm gonna go with the Kumite.
Blood sport? If he dies, he dies?
Yes. Exactly what I'm talking about. God. I want to. I don't want to participate. I just want to see,
where is that?
It changes every year, but it's like an underground sport. You got to have a lot of money and be able to find out who has the tickets.
You go by yourself.
You gotta buy your tickets off the dark web. We can't do that.
Yeah, we will not be sponsoring that event.
No.
And of course, if the Lions made it to the Super Bowl, I would definitely be there. I would use all my savings and sell my wife to go to a Lions game.
Jesus.
So what is going on with you?
Damn. Cutthroat out here, baby. It is expensive, though. It is expensive. Jesus.
She better hope they don't make that shit.
Yeah, I know, right? Counting that. She was like, the Lions did what? You know what, Jay? I'm going to go ahead and leave.
I'm going to go ahead and leave now before you sell my
I need you to go walk that stroll.
Take one for the team.
Oh.
that was a good little start off. We're gonna get into some more heavy stuff now. So holla at your boy. Is racism with all this going on, with the Ahmaud Arbery story and so much more going on? Is racism more prevalent during the Trump administration? I saw on social media, Dula, that you did a run for Ahmaud, so I'm gonna start with you. Go ahead.
I definitely feel like it's more prevalent. Well, really what I feel like is I don't think Trump increased the number of racists that we have in this country by far at all. I don't think he increased it. What I do think is that he enabled them or allowed them to, kind of put the cloak back on or kind of take it halfway off, whichever way. You got a lot of people on social media now. They got a lot more courage to step out, especially with this guy is talking about with the Tiki Torch people down in Charlotte talking about get on one definitive side of that line in the sand. Same thing with the Russians, same thing with, any other racist people, the people that he's pardoned. I'm like, you toting a very dangerous line by not standing for something. I guess that old saying that goes, you either stand for something or you fall for everything. So, we already know that he's more economic bound, to this type of society or this generation. All he thinks about is money. But when you show your tail, when you show your hand that, that's basically all you care about is money. And then the elite are, these other, corrupt little white guys or whatever that, got their hands in your pockets and all of this stuff. Putin, Epstein, all these guys with money that you allow into or you're pardoning, or you're making a statement to the nation saying like, oh man, it's okay to do this, it's okay to do that. I guess as long as you got money, but they're very good people. He never wants to. That's why I feel like a lot of the little racist antics are stepping back in.
All right, Matt.
I feel that I think this racism has always been as prevalent, but I think it's more so being shown. One, just to piggyback on what Dula said, the president is enabling these racists to come out and be more vocal. I think that technology itself is just showing what has been going on. You know what I'm saying? And, the fact of the matter is we see now, it doesn't matter how much technology we have in the world, a racist is going to be a racist. And they're showing right now that they are willing to, they don't give a damn about killing people in broad daylight. I think that, Trump realizes, I know he realizes that, who is voting for him. He's not going to come out and say, I'm a racist, I support racism. But like Dula said, he's making it more acceptable to become your true white self, if that's what you want to call it, because, he knows that that's what helped him win after Barack Obama. We as black people, we fell off after Barack Obama, was elected and, didn't really come up and find somebody to have our voice. And so, Trump went on the backs because we all know that during the Obama era, the racists, they came out, they were saying what they wanted to say. They had a lot of mixed feelings. Well, I'm sorry. They were really saying what they wanted to say in public, but they had certain feelings about having a black president. Trump came in and said, you know what, that black guy's out of here. Y'all come with me now. I know what y'all want. And he's just making it more, he's making it more acceptable for a white person to show their true white self and then say, oh, I'm not a racist. My president feels this way. I'm just supporting him, and it's dangerous. Like a prime example. I mean, like his language on Twitter. I follow him on Twitter. His language on Twitter is very divisive, and he uses a lot of dog whistle terms or whatever. Because he was pretty much trying to start the people or have the people start a riot in Virginia when he wanted the states to open back up. He was saying because that time where all these people with their guns went up to the Capitol building like a week ago.
He did it.
Being a little older than everybody really. I say no. I don't believe it's any more than it's always been. But as Dula said, and as Max said, that it is social media that's now you're seeing it.
Yeah.
See, it's a whole different thing when you're seeing something happen than you just hearing about it. Remember that guy that was jogging, it happened in February.
Nice.
Right.
But somebody showed, and when they finally saw it on social media, that's when action started to happen. But understand this, racism has always been an undertone, especially down in the South. Mm-hmm. Understand this. Now, up north is a little different. I agree with that. But down south, they've always been, undertone of places you can go and you can't go. In Columbus, Georgia, me and my brother, there was the black side, the white side. Yep. You knew where to go and you knew where not to go. Mm-hmm. So my thing is that now, because of social media, I'm gonna finish it up real fast. I'm sorry, guys. Now the social media is showing it, it's making it prevalent and upfront. I believe that now we're seeing, but it's been going on. Blacks have been dying for no reason for a long, long time. That's it.
Our resident Georgia boy, this happened in your backyard. What you got to say?
Yeah, in the house.
I mean, I'm gonna have to totally agree with my man Diddy. I don't think it's more prevalent at all. I just think Will Smith had a quote, something to the effect of racism isn't getting worse; it's just getting filmed. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think there are certain groups of melanin depleted people who are doing what they've always done, saying what they've always saying, pulling the tricks that they've always pulled. I just think we have cell phone video now and body cams and other type of stuff. I mean, people forget the only reason we saw the Rodney King shit was because it happened across the street from an apartment complex and some dude pulled out his camcorder. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So I mean, technology has allowed it to be brought to the surface much more faster. But I don't think it's more prevalent at all. And to be honest, I don't think Trump believes half the shit he says. I think he says it just to get elected. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he keeps saying it to get reelected. You know what I'm saying? There's a video clip. I think I'm trying to find and put it in the group chat. When he was, this is about 30 years ago. He was on Oprah or Sally Jesse or some shit. It was that far back. And young Trump, and he was speaking to the effect of that he knew he could run Republican and win because of their mentality or
stupid
the way they, basically how stupid
that's what he said.
And 30 years later, man, like he was right. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't have no groundbreaking political economic ideas or anything like that, or anything groundbreaking, as far as national defense. He was simply like, yo, all that stuff y'all be saying behind closed doors, go ahead and post it. Post it, put up a video, go ahead and shout it. You know what I mean? Just like the good old days or whatever. That means. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't think it's more prevalent. I think it's getting more exposed at a much faster rate these days.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just got one thing to say. I will say this about this era though, or about this presidency. I ain't gonna lie, I absolutely love it, because with the amount of ignorant stuff that he's doing, you can't teeter the line. You can't be a civilian, or you can't be somebody that we know and hold your ground in an argument or a discussion or a debate on what he does. Right. Case in point, it was like two older white guys at the YMCA who was all in the jacuzzi, and they was trying it. Seemed like they was trying to entice an argument or a debate or something. And I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be fun. So I'm basically just saying, like, okay, you like Trump, who what Toucan said. What is his political stance? What is he bringing to the table? What slogan is he bringing to the table? Or what is he about to stop that you stand by? Is it the children in cages? It's not the money thing, because his money views allow literally you to be black and me to be black too, because you don't make more money than me. Actually, you make less than money than me. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. I'm like, so in his eyes, you about as black as they come, homeboy. So I don't know what you want to say. But again, these soccer moms and these bus driving old good old boy dads or whatever.
Hillbillies.
Yes, there you go, hillbillies. They can't even articulate why they voted him. And I love it, because now there's no going back. You know what I'm saying? You can't You can't on Monday in 2020 be like, yeah, I voted for Trump and da-da-da-da. And then now on the following Monday in 2021, when the election comes, and now you got to say why you stood by that vote. You know what I'm saying? You have to say, oh, yeah, I don't like black people. I don't like brown people. Cool. I love to know where it's coming from, that, you know, where the enemy is coming from. But now it's harder for you to say, oh, I voted for him because, you know, his economic policies or the way he is enabling all immigrants to come to this country and have a fair share. That's not happening. So you voted for him.
Wanted the state to open. He was saying things like, you know,
I mean,
yes, good point.
2 months.
Yes.
Him for ugly reasons, and be a man or be a woman and say that.
Say exactly what it is, because you know the idea is that he lets you be who you really are behind closed doors.
And that's what I was about to say. Behind closed doors, I'm like, these folks would never even do that. You know, even going to the supermarket, if they don't have on that Klan hat or that mask, I mean, you can even see it in the videos. As soon as a video camera come out, they hold demeanor. Oh, yeah. You know, no, you was being real ugly before we hit record. Continue.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Keep that same energy.
Yeah. You can't record me. I mean, but I do see what's also very not crazy, but like it's scary because some people will stand by their party lines no matter what. I'm of course married to a Filipino, as we talked about, and her parents are staunch Republicans. They came to my house. It was like, could you turn on Fox News? I'm like,
no, we're not doing that.
What?
That plantation news in here.
Right, exactly. I'm like, and if you ever had the chance to watch Fox News, you're like, wait a minute, are they really defending Trump?
It's really funny. Like, it really gets to a point where, like, you watching Fox News and you like, wow. You know, I mean, it's literally almost to the point in this country that you can literally watch Fox News and just say everything that they say, do the opposite. And you're just fine.
Right, exactly.
Just fine. That's crazy. That I mean, you know, that these paid actors, you know, are still piercing through the community and through society like that, and people still think that what they saying is, you know, is some type of truth.
Right.
And that's what's funny, because I sat there and watched my mother-in-law watch Fox News like it was church.
Yeah, it's the gospel.
I got a question about
the gospel.
Yeah, I got a question about that, Jay. How do they feel with him calling, you know what I'm saying, like saying the virus is Chinese, right? You know, all of that stuff. Do they feel a type of way about that?
Well, so I'm going to tell you like this. They believe that whatever he says is
the gospel.
Like I said, the gospel.
There you go.
They had Easter Sunday, because Trump said that they were able to, it should have been gone by then. They had an Easter dinner. Me and my wife did not show up. They had at least 15 people in that house.
Wow.
And their house is as big as a room.
They're going to cut y'all niggas out the wheel.
Today.
You didn't badmouth.
He said today.
No, I'm saying today they are having a Mother's Day thing. And I told my wife, I was like, you can go. I'm not going. Like, you got kids and old people and everything else over there.
You telling me mix.
Too much, yeah. Too much going around, man.
Yeah, I can't get sick now. I'm not gonna put myself in that situation. I told her, and then even funnier, you know, and then we'll move on. My wife was complaining about having to go back to work and she didn't want to get sick and everything. And her mom told her, well, it's time to go back to work.
That's from Trump. That's from Trump. That's directly from Trump. That's directly from Trump.
It's time to go back to work.
Time to go back to work.
Fox News tells her.
Yeah.
It's time for you to go back to work.
Fuck a virus. Go to work. Let's go.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not all, and I don't think it's all racism. I think some people are so staunch in their beliefs that Republican is right. Doesn't matter who is that person who's Republican. Because I don't think my mother-in-law dislikes black people. I think that because, you know, I'm quite sure she had racism in her life. Like, people told her kids that they had to have English as a second language. That's not, you know, they're American. They're from America. All her kids. But they were like, well, you look Asian, so you need to have English as a second language.
Fucked up.
as that class. And that's racist in itself.
Yeah.
I think that she is just a staunch Republican. Doesn't matter who it is. It could be a deadbeat a dude in there, and she'd be like, "He Republican. That's who I'm rolling with. Whatever he says is right."
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you said, like I said, I think it tells people what they've been doing from like behind closed doors, and also some people. Hey, I'm a Republican. I'm gonna be a Republican, and that's odd to me because I like to be able to. If there's a Republican that has better views than a Democrat, I like to be able to switch my point of view. But
right,
some people are like,
it should be.
I'm a Republican. Which brings us to the piece de resistance.
Yeah.
How I've been seeing a lot on social media, man. People saying they don't trust the government. The government is not telling us the truth. They lying to us. They doing
Me?
The coronavirus is was made in the lab to cause all this pandemic stuff. It's not real. So the question is, do you trust the government? E. Diddy.
I trust the government to do what's best for themselves. The government.
Yeah. Sure.
Right.
That's true.
No disrespect to anybody. I don't know if it's fake, real, whatever it may be about the pandemic and everything, but I do know one thing: the government is always in it for themselves.
Period.
They paid out. They paid the Ford companies. They paid all these other companies to make sure that they stay getting rich.
Mm-hmm.
They're always going to do that, and they're always going to look out for themselves. So that's the only trust I have in them, that they're going to always look at the bottom line of their dollar. Not my dollar, their dollar. All right, I'm going to pass it on.
2 cans.
Okay, so do I trust them? Yeah, I mean, just like my man Diddy said. I mean, I trust them to be them, to look out for them, to put their interests first. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this whole virus situation, again, like I said, I think a couple episodes ago, I mean, it's not that I don't believe it's real. I just believe that they're like playing, this game with it as far as the information. You know what I mean? Like putting certain numbers out there. It reminds me honestly of the 9/11 shit, like how they would like raise it to red, and then one day it'd be orange and it'd be yellow, then it'd be back to red. You know what I mean? To just keep people fucking like, oh, are we good? Shit, we not good. Damn, they about to hit us again. You know what I mean? Just keep people occupied. You know what I'm saying? Mentally and emotionally while they doing. So it's like a magician. Have you looking at the left and his right is doing some other shit. You know what I mean? Like it's a big ass magic show. You know what I mean? And to be honest, I mean, what can you do about it? But do I trust them? I trust them to be them. Do I believe in it wholeheartedly? No. You know what I mean? And this is why when I hear people, especially Negroes, say that and white people too, when I hear people say slavery is over, it's been over. No, it's not. No, it's not. It still exists. You know what I mean?
It to be over.
Yeah. Like, if you read the fine print, it still exists. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In the form of the prison system. You know what I mean? That is slavery. Like, you're a slave of the state. You know what I mean? Like, once they got you, they got you. You go where they tell you to go. You do what they tell you to do, and you do it for free. You know what I mean? They let you have noodles and look. I'll be gone, man. Don't trust them. Never have, never will. You know what I mean? They do sneaky shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to read the fine print. You know what I mean? And to be honest, I think Donald Trump was the best thing that ever happened to black people. You know what I mean? Because we fell asleep at the wheel when Obama was in the chair. You know what I mean? I appreciate him for what he stood for, but we fell asleep, and this nigga's waking everybody up, and I hope he didn't wake the other half of the Negroes up.
Yeah,
who hadn't caught on yet.
Right.
Go ahead, Dula.
Shoot, I love it. I got to piggyback. He wake, like you said, he waking up everybody, even the white supreme. He waking their ass up. Like, damn, I can't believe we this bad.
Like, damn, we doing it, man. Damn.
Yeah. But I to piggyback, I love to actually piggyback off Diddy. I trust the government to do nothing but stay consistent with the bullshit that they've been doing all over these years. They done hit us with the Tuskegee experiment. They done hit us with, taking people's land and all this other stuff. They've been up here messing with the weather and dumping all this stuff into the weather for I don't know how long, messing with that. Then they hitting Cali with these energy beams and burning up stuff so that they can buy the property for cheap. Then they got these dumb what do they call these dumb chambers underground that they housing a lot of
elites,
supplies and elites and all of that shit. I'm like, come on, man. Like, again, this is the information age, guys. Some of this stuff is gonna leak out. Cool. What do you have spinning it? Because just saying, oh, that's nothing back there. There's something back there. Like, what are you talking about?
There's right back there. I see it.
There's some of us, that have definitely been affiliated with the government. You know what I'm saying? Still are affiliated with the government. And we look at it like, come on, guys. Like, how much bullshit smoke you gonna blow before you think, before people see the white smoke? Like, they see it. The same thing with, like you said, with the 9/11 stuff. Like, people be asking me, "Oh, you think it was real?" I don't believe shit the government say.
Right.
I said, "Look, bro, every month, every month, I go check my bank account to make sure that they paid me, bro. So that shows you how much I trust their ass. Like, shit. And I'm supposed to get a guaranteed paycheck. Matter of fact, 2 guaranteed paychecks every month. I bet you any amount of money. Did you check yours every month? You check yours every month? Every month to the dime. Because I like Diddy said, I know what you after. My damn money. So we know, you know what I'm saying? We don't trust them as far as we can throw them. I'm done.
Back.
So I'm just going to, piggyback off everybody and just with the great surrounding. No, I don't trust them at all. Like I said, I do trust them to do what is best for you, but I'm going to take it back because, a lot of people, they're going to see this and, we're going to say that we're conspiracy theorists. I'm just going to break it back to some fact real quick, do a little history lesson. The name John Dickerson, does that ring a bell to anybody?
Not me.
Okay. John Dickerson was the writer of the original Articles of Confederation. He was a slave owner in Delaware. That's it. The basis of this government is based on people that own people years ago, and that has not been rectified. So bring it forward 400 years, you have these people that set these rules in play, that had a mind frame that said, you know what, I need to succeed. And what I do when I need to succeed, I need another person. I need people to help me succeed and to tend to my land. So I don't give a damn give a damn about these black people, but I need them to help me. They advanced in life. Their families advanced in life. That goes on over and over again. So until we clear up the fact that the people that built this government were horrible people, they were just bad fucking people, racist. You can cover it up as much as you want to. I love the excuse. Oh, that was years ago, hundreds of years ago, blah blah blah. But they don't understand. They fail to realize that you are in the position you are in because of people like you that made decisions years ago. So we're not going to get rid of everything. The government is based on a broken society. And until we address that fact and get the right people involved, this is not going to change. So like I said, I trust them to continue to do the shit that they do. Whatever's going to benefit them. War benefits the government. I don't give a damn what anybody says. It's benefited the government for years. It got us out of the Great Depression. It got us went into war after 9/11. All that shit is to put money in the pockets of people that are controlling this or controlling this government right now. And until we're on an even playing field, it's not going to change.
All right. I have nothing else to say because I think y'all touched on every single point. That's good shit. Let's get it on. Go to the top 5. You know how we end every show? We give you our top 5 of the day. We rate them and rank them. All right, here we go. Top 5 most athletic movie or TV characters. I'm gonna go with you two, Cans. Go ahead.
All right, number 5, I got the Mexican Mighty Duck. I can't think of his name, but he was like really fast on the skates. He was like all gas, no brakes.
Right.
I remember him.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I started to say Vasquez, but I thought it would have been racist. His name is Vasquez.
Yeah.
But he was Mexican though.
Pedro.
4, I'm gonna go G.I. Jane. You know what I mean? Shit, man, my girl went through the Navy SEAL for it.
Demi Moore?
Demi Moore or short hair?
Yes, like I watched the tape of the Navy SEAL camp. And I was like, these niggas are insane. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't get my shit together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I got to give it to G.I. Jane. 3, I'm gonna go Jesus Shuttlesworth. You know what I mean? I mean, he was giving it to everybody, man, on the court. Gave it to his dad.
Fuck Jesus.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, I know Jeremy hates Jesus Shuttlesworth.
All he had to do is go to Big State.
Went to the Celtics.
Number 2, I got my man Bobby Boucher. Best linebacker ever.
Bobby Boucher was that man.
Yeah.
He was that man.
And number 1, I'm gonna go my man Forrest Gump.
Okay.
He can ball.
My man's cross country game is untouched.
Yeah. Matt, go ahead.
Okay. My first 2 are from the same movie. My man Ricky Vaughn and Serrano from the movie Major League.
Major League.
Major League. They were that was the greatest underrated team ever to assemble in a movie. I love that goddamn team. Our next one is going to be my man Willie Beeman. Any Given Sunday.
Ooh.
That nigga, boy,
Nice.
couldn't do wrong. I actually had this written down before Azel said it. I got to back you up, Azel. I'm sorry, Azel. Toucans, my man, Jesus Shuttleworth.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I messed his name all. My bad. Jesus Shuttleworth is the man. And number 1, my last one is Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby. I'm done. My dude. My man said, look, my man said,
Sports.
what? There's a sport. Look, he said if you're not in first place, you last. I don't understand what the deal is. That's the greatest line.
It just lost 50% of our white viewership, right?
I'm trying to hold on to me.
We lost all our sponsorship.
I did it. I don't care.
Ricky Bobby was that man.
You tried driving around in circles for 2 hours. And
Yes,
it's not a sport.
it's exhilarating.
It's not a sport.
Danny, go ahead. Let me hear your 5.
Oh, my 5 is more of people that the movie made look good, but they weren't really good.
Oh, okay.
So let's go like this. White Men Can't Jump. Actually, like he was the baddest man in the world, and Woody Harrelson can hit a jumper all day long.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
It's just true.
Let's keep going with one of my favorites, Blue Chips. You got Penny, you got Shaq. What else you need?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I had to piggyback off you, Matt. Any Given Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Because real life Jamie Foxx is a bum and he stole something from Don Cheadle. Y'all know what stole that Oscar. Anyway, the Replaceables, all right, make Keanu Reeves look really good as a quarterback.
Oh no, the Replacements, yeah.
Footsteps Falco.
Replace it. Yes.
Yes. And my last, loving basketball. Omar Epps can't play basketball, and his daddy garbage too.
This is true.
Right?
This is true.
Neither one of them were good, and they made them look pretty well. Okay, that's me.
Dula, go ahead.
All right, my first out of my 5 is Speedy Gonzalez as the most athletic cartoon ever.
Yeah, that's a fast motherfucker. Yes, this is true.
My number 4 is gonna be what's her name? Is it Angelina Jolie? Yeah, Angelina Jolie. When she was in Salt, she was
Salt was tough.
So,
yeah.
Still didn't have ass.
No, none. I mean, they don't even try to give her like a duplicate or an ass double or nothing. I'm like, fuck it,
It's all back.
I'm back.
I'm like, how y'all got her with these big ass lips, but then no booty?
Who by the back?
Yeah. My next one is Ivan Drago. Got to go with him. Just the amount of training that he did in Rocky IV was enough for me to know that he would have beat the shit out of Sylvester Stallone.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah,
if he dies, he dies.
After that, my next one is LeBron. I got to go with LeBron. He's just astronomical human being. He's not a fictional character at all, but
LeBron in general.
Okay.
Had to go with him. And then y'all gonna have to help me out with this one. My last dude is the dude for USC. Who the dude that be doing the crazy interviews, man? The black dude.
The black dude.
Oh, the dude to be sweating.
Yeah,
and somebody smoking weed.
he be like, man, he be like, man, I ain't even give a fuck about this fight, man. He like, I barely won, man. I ain't shit. I'm a piece of shit. I forgot his name, but
that dude. He said, man, my balls hot. Like, damn, bro.
Oh, shit. That's my number one. I love him.
All right. I'm gonna go with top 5. My number 5 is Henry Rowan-Gardner from Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah. I forgot about it. Yeah, that's what. You know what? I'm sorry, Jamie, to cut you off. I was trying to think of that movie. I thought it was called Fast Pitch. But yes, the Rookie of the Year. You're right.
Yes,
yes, he was that man.
My man from Sandlot, Benny Rodriguez.
Ooh.
And Benny Rodriguez outran the dog, jumped over a fence. My man was pure athlete. For a 12-year-old talking about he went to. Of course, I put number 3. I put Bobby Boucher. Yes, you got it. Hey, best linebacker there is
ever. Yeah.
Number 2, I put your boy from Mr. T from Rocky. Oh my God, I forgot his name.
Oh, what's his name?
Clubber Lang. That's the
there you
name.
go.
Yeah.
Yo, when you tell a grown man that to tell his wife to come over to your apartment, you ain't even got a house. Come over to my apartment.
Real man.
So she can see what a real man feel like.
Real like, oh my God.
Oh, my third floor apartment. Come on upstairs.
I gotta shoot him for that.
Right.
I had to get him.
Got to.
Because you don't want to fight him. You don't want to fight him.
I don't want to fight.
Don't want to fight. No, I'm gonna hit him with a sniper rifle because I don't be nowhere near him because I don't want his reach to hit me.
He'd have hurt my feelings on that one.
Yeah.
And my number 1, most athletic until you got hurt, man, Boobie Miles. Put Boobie.
Put Boobie in. You want to win.
Yeah, you want to win.
You want to win.
Boobie spin. You want to win.
Boobie spin. Yes.
Let Boobie do that thing, man.
Boobie Miles. So I was like, man, he had a sports card ready and everything. Then he started crying, talking about, what we gonna do now?
I can't run like I used to.
Goddamn, Boobie Miles.
That hurt.
All right, fellas. That's the episode.
Boobie stole his helmet so he couldn't get in the game.
Yeah, look, Boobie said, he said, my man said,
Waterbug.
He race on, couldn't run like he used to, man.
And do it.
State. What do you say? State. Y'all go in there and state. That's another episode. Let me holler at you, man. Fellas, it's always a pleasure.
Always.
We're gonna knock this bad boy out. Don't forget to subscribe.
You can't hold me down. I'm going to the top spot.